those aren't even balanced. Oh, wait. How did I... What?
I'd better write down those numbers in my journal.
I just managed to, like, stumble my way into that somehow. Alright. I'm not complaining. Works for me. Welcome back to the World of Paradoxes. I'm your host, Jesse Paradox, and we are continuing on the mysteries of Call of the Sea. Where we left off last time, I jumped off like some cliff or something and ended up on the beach next to a shipwreck. So yeah, we'll see what happens next, I guess. Also, I might be a frog or some type of amphibian creature because I had webbed feet for a minute. So yeah. Okay, yeah, so here we are, next to what I can only guess is probably the Lady Shannon, which is the boat that the main character's husband took on his, like, voyage to this island. Also, there's a couple little freezes.
That ship! Torn apart and cast so far up the beach. What on earth could have happened to it?
Let's see if there's anything over here. It's very hard to see.
Looks like they took items from the stranded ship.
With, like, lightning or whatever is happening.
It's too dark to see anything inside the tents. I should find a way to turn these lights on.
Okay, lights. So there must be, like, a generator, possibly? I wonder if it's over here. Yeah, this must be it. Maybe, possibly.
Ropes are frayed and there are strange marks on the wooden pole.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so we got wires that goes to these lights. And I guess if we, like, follow the wires, we will hopefully eventually find, like, a generator or something. What if I go...
My God. The ship's hull was ripped open. A few jagged rocks couldn't have caused a gash of this size.
Yeah, I was about to say, what if I go into the ship and see? There's at least lights here. I go up this ladder.
This place gives me the creeps.
You and me both, Nora. Oh, that's the edge there.
I can't see any trace of the ship's crew, nor their remains.
Feels very weird walking on, like, an angle.
No power. I'll try again. Nope, wrong.
Oh, so they have to be done in a certain order. Okay, so that one.
This isn't right.
Nope. That one. That one.
Damn it.
Nope. That, and that.
All green. Now, what exactly did I turn on?
So that must be the power. Can't go anywhere down here, that's just water. That turns that power on.
That voice. Is that Harry? No, just a recording.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
Well, that's unfortunate.
What were you looking for in the heart of the island?
I was thinking this expedition had failed and I was worried how we'd get back home, but then I found those stairs that led me to the giant stone organ. Might be another way to get to the very heart of the island. In any case, there's nothing we can do until someone hears our distress call. Giant stone organ.
Apparently, Harry's expedition waited for a long time to be rescued. Did they give up hope?
I mean, you wait long enough, you kind of start to give up hope for any sort of rescue.
Maybe the legend is more real than it seems.
On the island of Ponape? Ponape? I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. There's a city called Nan Madol that's composed entirely of large basalt structures. Legend has it, the city was built with floating stones moved by black magic. Yeah, that kind of connects, I guess, to the weird experiences that I've been having here. Alright, this is some kind of puzzle that
These knobs must control the vibrations inside this chamber.
I don't know what to do with it yet, so I'm just gonna leave that for now.
The black ooze's properties are perplexing.
Black ooze test. Changes consistency. Levitates when exposed to different vibration frequencies. I wonder if maybe that connects to why it was in, like, this giant stone well. Because, like, noise and, like, sound would reverberate through the stone and everything. I don't know, just sort of spitballing here.
And I was completely covered in that black goo. I wonder what it'll do to me.
Everything on this rotten island has something to do with that damn black ooze in one way or another. Even Dr. DeWitt's irrational behavior seems to be related to his getting exposed to that awful liquid. So yeah, that must be creating some sort of bad effect. And it's so weird walking on an angle like this. Right, that goes this way. So did that turn the lights on outside? Or did it just turn the things on inside? The cord extends back down here, so I'm guessing it also turned the lights on outside.
Only God knows how long I've been covered in this black liquid. I wonder what it's going to do to me. Although I doubt anything could be worse than my illness. At last,
There we go.
sunlight. That should make things easier.
Alright, now I can explore these tents.
Never heard of this Eric Zan fella. A pulp magazine. I love Chandra Hogarth stories.
Tales from Beyond. We got a weird, like, tentacle monster thing.
A portable typewriter. Someone here had a green thumb. Photographic film.
Cults and Rituals, an interview with Inspector John Raymond LaGrasse by C.D. Ward. Oh, Cassandra D. Ward. Okay.
I believe Harry visited this exposition when he was looking for answers for my illness.
Newburyport Tiara exhibition coming to Boston by C.D. Ward. Okay. So this C.D. Ward person seems to at least have some level of knowledge of weird, I don't know if occult is the right word, but like cryptic things.
Oh my.
Robert Sudam and his wife found dead at high seas.
Goodness me, what a collection of happy news.
Strange incident in Massachusetts. The Gardner family vanishes from their Arkham farm. Alright, so nothing there.
So, is this recording?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I have assembled and disassembled it twice. So it should be fixed, Mr. Everhart. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to play music.
DeWitt, where have you been this whole time?
Oh my god! He's got a knife!
Get off me, you lunatic!
Hold him! Hold him, for Christ's sake! Call the Aroa, quick!
So Dr. DeWitt just kind of went a little bit crazy there. That's not good.
These two fellas seem to get along pretty well.
Frank and Tiaroa singing while working in the workshop.
I'm glad you stayed by his side, whoever you are.
Frank, I understand what you're saying, but we can't leave Harry here alone. I know you must be thinking I'm only interested in a scoop, but what would you do if it were your wife who was sick? Would you let her die? I'm staying here to the end. See. So was Cassandra with them here? Like, did she go on the voyage with them? Because I don't remember her name really being mentioned.
Looks like Frank wanted to leave, but I don't know if Harry ever read this letter.
Miss Ward, our lives are in grave danger on this island. Look what happened to Dr. DeWitt. The man is going completely bananas. I really think we should get off this island as soon as possible. Mr. Everhart was determined to leave and... Wait. I don't think that's the sentence that they wanted to write here. He was determined to stay until he found that organ thing. I don't think he was determined to leave. Do I have your support to try and convince him, Frank?
These medical tools are hair-raising.
I mean, I guess it's noble that Harry wanted to stay to try and, like, figure out what the heck is going on with Norah.
The doctor was certainly well supplied with all kinds of substances. Oh dear, this doc was a certifiable loon.
Yesterday the stones danced with my song. My song... everything is tuned in this place. There's treasure... something something... Cthulhu voices. I have no idea what any of that is supposed to say.
A white fedora. It's really dirty.
Nothing on the fedora? No. Okay.
A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained with blood and black ooze. Discarded clothing. It hasn't been worn in a long time. Hey, this sailor is a dead ringer for my grandpa Isaiah. The menu is rather limited here. Did he take some amulets from the other campsite? Or did he carve some more?
So, I guess they moved from one side of the island to here?
Someone took notes about some important dates.
June 30th, arrival on the island. July 1st, we set up camp. July 14th, Roy, that was his name. Roy blows up the Wells hatch. July 24th, we strike camp and move to the beach. July 14th, the last entry in the Lady Shannon ship log. Same day. Wait. The last entry in the ship log happened the same day that Roy blew up the well hatch. But then why is it written last in this list? Oh wait, I was already over here. I guess this way? I think I've seen everything there was over at the tents. Now there's another tent over here.
These symbols are linked to the piano keys.
Okay, so that's gonna be something I need to know. Oh, here's the piano.
Wow, look at the size of these stones.
South Pacific Expeditions megalithic basalt stones.
What kind of doodad is this?
Oh, will this give me numbers for that other thing? Okay, wait, so I mean that's 1, 2, 3, 4, but then what are these other three? I guess I could try the 1, 2, 3, 4 first. Maybe they all just sort of correspond to a number. Okay, so that's all of them.
It's well tuned. I expected no less from you, old pal.
We got more black ooze here.
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
That son of a blank, DeWitt, stabbed Frank. Luckily it was just a flesh wound. It's a good thing they held me back, or I would have plugged that blank nutcase like the rabid dog that... Jesus, what am I saying? Oh, did someone else start going a bit cuckoo?
I've never seen Harry so angry.
Oh, that was Harry that wrote that. Oh. Tide levels measurements.
I hope you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver, old pal.
Oh, he absolutely did. Oh, so here are all those symbols. Whoop. Oh. We got someone... Ah, what in the world? So some normal person jumps in the black ooze and comes out a... what?
Well, that cartoon was unexpected and inexplicable.
Some kind of weird creature thing.
You always did have a good ear, Harry.
I've been studying this structure for the last few days. The tones it emits change consistently with the tides.
How can someone build something like this out of stone?
Oh, so it did mean like a pipe organ. Because I was wondering, like, when I said organ, I was wondering, did it mean like an organ, like a body organ, or like a pipe organ? So I guess it means pipe organ. Huge stone pipe organ. Waves push air through carved stone tubes. That's pretty impressive.
Captain Hodgson told me that knowing the lunar cycles is useful for better navigation at night. So Harry probably took this calendar from the Lady Shannon.
Okay, so now we know when the new moon and the full moon were at this point in time. So how does that help me here? Can I go over this stone? I can. Oh, I'm starting to hear whispering.
It's curious, but it's the first time since I got sick that I feel useful. Harry is depending on me, and not the other way around.
So we got one of the people, we got the giant structure, we got floating stones, I guess? We got what is probably the ocean.
What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
Alright, that's all that was up here for now. So the only place that I've seen those symbols were over past this campsite. Over where there was, like, that piece of wood. I think. Or, no, it was somewhere... Where was it? Oh no, was it in the boat? I think it was in the boat. There was, like, that weird little machine thing. It had all the numbers on it. Yeah, it was in here.
These knobs must control the vibrations inside this chamber.
Oh, so they have to all be sort of, like, equal. Oh, those aren't even balanced. Oh, wait. How did I... What?
I'd better write down those numbers in my journal.
I just managed to, like, stumble my way into that somehow. Alright. I'm not complaining. Works for me. Okay, so I need to play these numbers, I would assume. Where was the piano again? It was in one of the tents. Alright, let me get out of this creepy boat. I mean, I say that when, like, this entire area is very creepy. Wasn't that tent. It was... Wasn't that one. Oh, was it in the other area? Yeah, I think it was the tent that was in here. Yes. Okay. So 262 is this first one. 349 is that middle one. And 415 is that one. So first one, middle, and the middle black note. Is that not it? Or is there more to the puzzle? So maybe it has something to do with the tide levels? So I've got those numbers that correspond to different notes, but then what do I do with them? Oops. 'Cause I don't think I can do anything else with that machine. That, like, gave me the numbers. It's gotta be something to do with the tide. I had to figure out what So I'm guessing that's like super high tide. And like moderately high. And low-ish, and then low tide. And then very low tide. But I don't know like how to use that information. I mean, it must have to do with the calendar, because the tide is controlled by the moon. There's something about different dates. And so the 24th, or no, that's the 21st. I thought the 1 was a 4 for a minute. So the 7th was a new moon, and then the 21st was a full moon. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, tides are always at the highest point that they can go during high tide on a full moon. The trip was in June, July, but maybe I'm here during November. I don't know what date it is that I'm here.
I don't know if someone in the expedition was a cook, but I really hope they didn't rely on Harry for it. When he lived in the dormitory, he only ate out of tomato soup and corn cans. I've never seen anybody with such poor nourishment. The expedition only has 5 members now.
Okay, yeah, so Cassandra was with them. So it was Cassandra, Harry, Taloa or something like that. Frank, and is the doctor in that? Must be, right? Because he hadn't gone crazy yet. Is there anything over here?
I'm terrified. I've always been afraid of storms, but something, or someone, seems to be moving there on the reefs. Or is it just my imagination?
So is there anything else in here that I missed? I feel like I found everything. This was just where the power was. And I can't go anywhere else here. And that door is blocked.
The ship was whaling not far from here.
Oh, I didn't even... Did I? I guess I was so distracted by the machine thing I didn't...
Even the crew of the ship that brought Harry's expedition to this island were afraid of it.
June 30th. We delivered the 6 members of the Everhard expedition to the island without incident. We'll come back to pick them up again in 3 weeks, if there's anything left to pick up by then. Left the island after lunch, no incidents. The area nearby seems adequate for whaling. We might get a good catch.
This is the captain's last entry.
Good weather and clear sailing until a surprise undercurrent shook the ship. I haven't seen the sea that rough in years. First mate swears he saw a huge sea creature near our hull shortly afterwards. Definitely not a whale. Okay.
Frank is certainly a resourceful man.
I've wired up your message to the radio like you asked, Mr. Everhart. It'll keep broadcasting as long as the ship's got fuel. God help us, Frank. So what am I missing here? Like, I have the correct numbers. And I have the symbols that correspond to those numbers. Wait, hold on. Today is November 7th, according to the log. Okay, so it's a new moon. The tides are going to be at the lowest, right? I think? It's been a long time since I thought about the science of freaking tides. Also, is there anything back here? I haven't even looked back here.
Some kind of improvised workshop. This must be the highest part of the island. And that diamond shape again. How striking. You made it work, Harry. Now it's my turn.
Good morning, crew. Sorry for the revile this morning. I didn't expect to wake all of you up with the noise from that awful organ. The good news is the organ revealed the entrance to a temple. The bad news is that the temple is on the mountaintop. So I hope you're in the mood for a good hike. All joking aside, if the temple has the answer that I'm looking for, we can finally leave this damn island and go home. Thank you all for sticking with me.
So this is the reason the ship was scavenged.
If we want to enter the temple on the mountaintop, we'll have to reproduce the effects of the organ somehow. I know we weren't planning on this, but we'll have to build a machine with whatever we can lay our hands on from the Lady Shannon. Do you think we can do that?
What kind of machine were you building? Blowtorch. Looks like it's been used a lot.
I love a good blowtorch.
Harry isn't usually very chummy, but he really seems to like Frank.
Frank, great idea. We'll move the materials we need to the summit so we can set up camp there. Is there anything over here? No. It is... Oh.
A burned photo. I can't make out what's in it.
Something with a... like... Oh, it's the artifact thingy that was in our chest of stuff when we were coming here. That's what that was. I could slightly determine the shape of it. Did I go up here?
When I get back home, I'm going to read up on engineering. I've been interested in knowing how things work since I was a child, but I always thought technology wasn't for me. What nonsense. This ornate structure certainly isn't natural, but not man-made either.
Oh, wait. This is what I have to use the symbols with. Oh, and I have to switch it to what the time of day is. Or not time of day, the moon. Moon position. So it's a new moon. So it has to be closed like that. Then we got a bed.
Must be instructions to operate this bizarre structure.
Okay. So... Oh, so I can come down here too. Oh, there's more of these symbols here.
Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
Oh, so this is how I use it. Okay. So the tide is at not quite the bottom, but like a little bit of tide. Pretty low tide. So I was right that it is lower tide. So I think what I have to do... And do I have to go all the way back down?
Quite scared of storms. When I was a child, I used to cover myself with the sheets to not listen to the noise of thunder. I honestly doubt I'd like to cover myself with anything in here. Time to overcome my fears, I guess.
In that, like, presentation thing, it had sort of like a conversion chart or something of if the sea level is this, then these symbols go to here. Here we go.
I think this is the right one.
Yes, it is. Okay, thank God it'll be written down. So, do I have to open these ones on the bottom? Because I think what I have to do at the top, there's... since it'll take me a bit of time to get up to the top, I'll just talk my way through it as I get there. At the top, there's a thing where I guess you can sort of like play the notes or whatever. So I'm wondering if the notes that have to be played are up there. And then the symbols are the openings, like on the side, to have the organ work properly. I think that might be it. That seems logical enough. I either have to open the ones that are marked with the numbers, or I have to close them. So, horizontal cross, or half, horizontal half, 1, and 2. So that has to be open. I need the horizontal half. That's 2. 1 is in here. And then close all the other ones. Wait. No, I need this one. Yeah, so that stays open. And nothing else down here. Let me just make sure I got it. There we go. Whoa.
Holy my! What kind of magic is this?
I guess I'm going across. I have no idea what this is. And now we're at the top.
My dear old pal, I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you. But it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite. We almost lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife. And all because of this island, Norah. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
Poor Harry. He is worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love.
Ooh.
Wow. Let's see what the next one does.
Oh, we're just gonna press random buttons, I guess? Okay, cool. Works for me.
That's it. That's where Harry must have gone.
That's a little bit eerie.
I'm not sure why, but I don't feel this island is dangerous. Maybe it's because I haven't spent as much time here as Harry did.
Am I just going forward? Or do I go up? I guess I just go forward. Yep, here we go.
Whew, that was quite a hike.
Chapter 4, quite a show.
I'm at the top of the mountain. I can see that giant diamond-shaped thing really close from here. Took me a while to get here, but the views are worth it. They built all this just with pieces from the beached ship. Frank sure must be a real whiz.
Oh, so I see some sort of symbols up there, so that must eventually be important. Oh.
Oh no! Frank died. So Frank fought in the Great War.
Rest in peace, Frank.
Oh, Frank had a daughter named Evangeline. What a darling.
Definitely seems to be a lot to explore here. Here I was thinking that I might be able to finish this game today, because there were only 6 chapters. Silly me. Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day or night, or whatever time it is where you are, and I will see you next time. Bye.